every baseball fan needs to see what happened yesterday and what is about to happen today. April 11th was one of the wildest days of the early season, and the storylines coming out of yesterday are going to dominate baseball conversations all week long. Let's start with the biggest story in baseball right now. The New York Yankees lost to the Tampa Bay Rays again last night, 5-4. That is now 4 straight losses for a team that came into this series looking like a legitimate contender. The most expensive payroll in baseball is getting beaten by one of the smallest budgets in the entire league. Max Fried threw 8 solid innings and gave up only 3 runs. That should be enough to win a baseball game. It was not. David Bednar came in and blew it in extras. Yankees fans are starting to panic, and honestly, they should be. This team went to the World Series last year, and right now they look nothing like that team. They play the Rays again today at 1:40, and if they lose this one, the conversation changes completely. Now let's talk about the team that looks like they are going to win it all. The Los Angeles Dodgers beat the Texas Rangers 6-3 last night. This is the second straight win over Texas, and the Dodgers are doing exactly what everyone expected them to do this season. Their pitching is deep, their lineup is loaded, and they have the experience of winning in October. They play the Rangers again today at 4:10, and this is the game of the day without question. The Seattle Mariners are quietly becoming one of the most interesting stories in baseball right now. They beat the Houston Astros 8-7 last night. That is back-to-back wins over Houston, and the Mariners are playing with an energy that this franchise has not had in years. Nobody is talking about Seattle right now, and that is exactly how they like it. They play Houston again today at 4:10. Boston Red Sox fans woke up happy this morning. The Red Sox destroyed the St. Louis Cardinals 7-1 last night, and this team is starting to look genuinely dangerous. Their offense is clicking, and their pitching held St. Louis completely in check. They play the Cardinals again today at 2:15. One of the most surprising results of the entire day came out of Atlanta. The Cleveland Guardians completely shut out the Atlanta Braves 6-0. The Braves got blanked at home. A team with that much offensive talent getting shut out is genuinely shocking, and you can guarantee Atlanta is going to come out swinging in tonight's rematch at 7:20. That is the late game to watch tonight. The Oakland Athletics continue to be one of the most surprising teams in baseball this season. They beat the New York Mets 11-6 yesterday, and New York is now in serious trouble. The Mets have lost back-to-back games to a team nobody picked to compete this year. Mets fans are not happy, and the pressure on this roster is starting to build. They play the Athletics again today at 1:40. The San Diego Padres beat the Colorado Rockies 9-5, and the Padres offense looks absolutely locked in right now. San Diego is one of those teams that could make a real run this season if their pitching stays healthy. They play Colorado again today at 4:10. The Detroit Tigers beat the Miami Marlins 6-1 for the second straight day. Detroit is quietly putting together a really solid start to the season, and nobody outside of Michigan is paying attention to them yet. They play Miami again today at 1:40 in the finale of this series. The Toronto Blue Jays lost to the Minnesota Twins yesterday 7-4, and the defending American League champions are starting to look vulnerable. This is a team that went to the World Series last year, and they are struggling to put it together right now. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and the offense need to wake up. They play the Twins again today at 1:37 in a must-win situation. The Pittsburgh Pirates beat the Chicago Cubs again yesterday 4-3. Pittsburgh is one of those early season surprises that nobody saw coming. The Cubs have now lost back-to-back games to a team most people picked to finish last in the division. They play the series finale today at 2:20. The Kansas City Royals shut out the Chicago White Sox 2-0 for the second straight day. Kansas City is playing inspired baseball right now, and the White Sox cannot buy a run. This series finale is at 2:10 today. Washington Nationals beat the Milwaukee Brewers 3-1 last night. The Nationals are another surprise team early in this season, and Milwaukee needs to figure things out fast. They play the series finale today at 2:10. The Baltimore Orioles bounced back and beat the San Francisco Giants 6-2 after dropping the first game of this series. Baltimore is too talented to lose 2 straight to San Francisco, and they showed that last night. Series finale is today at 1:35. Here is your complete schedule for today. Every single game matters at this point in the early season. Baltimore and San Francisco at 1:35. Philadelphia and Arizona at 1:35. Toronto and Minnesota at 1:37. Cincinnati and the Angels at 1:40. Detroit and Miami at 1:40. Tampa Bay and New York Yankees at 1:40. The biggest game of the afternoon, New York Mets and the Athletics at 1:40. Kansas City and Chicago, White Sox at 2:10. Milwaukee and Washington at 2:10. St. Louis and Boston at 2:15. Chicago Cubs and Pittsburgh at 2:20. Seattle and Houston at 4:10. Los Angeles Dodgers and Texas at 4:10. San Diego and Colorado at 4:10. Cleveland and Atlanta at 7:20. The revenge game of the night. That is every game happening today across Major League Baseball. Drop your predictions for the biggest games in the comments below. Who stops the Yankees' losing streak? Who wins the Dodgers-Rangers rematch? And can Atlanta bounce back against Cleveland tonight? Make sure you subscribe to Low-Key Viral for daily baseball breakdowns all season long. We are here every single day covering every game that matters.